Greetings, it's Ian from R.T.O here. Welcome to a new album review as we do on Fridays. Today is a really great one. I've looked forward to this since I knew this album was coming out. And we're going to be looking at this new album from Steve Wilson, the Harmony Codex. Steve Wilson, of course, musician, songwriter, producer of Porcupine Tree, and remixed so many people's albums, and just a great man. I'm going to give two shout outs here to two people that I am so envious of, but I think they're really cool people. One is Niamh the Prog Nerve, and the other is Mary from Mary's Music Tastes. They went to the sort of viewing of this album, lucky girls. But I've also had a chat. I was talking with Mary on Instagram and saying how I enjoyed the album so far, and was talking about some of our favourite tracks. So go and check their channels out because they are pretty cool people. But let's get back to this album. It's just great. This is his 7th solo album, and of course Steve plays practically everything on it, but he has got a vocalist called, I think, Niamh, who does a bit of singing on here. So let's just dive straight into the songs because I'm dying to talk about them. So the first song is Inclination, which is actually my favourite song on here. When I put it on, and I thought, oh, I love this. That is very eerie at the start. That keyboard is just fantastic. And then just Steve does what he does best. Just everything, boom, in it comes. An interesting drum beat. I don't know if it's on a machine or it's a drum, but it's definitely really incredible. This is a man that knows what he's talking about and doing. It's a little, the vocals interesting. I just look how it builds up all the time with these layers of sound and beats, and it's a fantastic track. It totally blew me away, and that was only track 1. Track 2, What Life Brings, got some really nice guitars on here, both electric and acoustic. I always love that combination of electric and acoustic guitars really well. We got some backing vocals from this Niamh, who's got a really nice voice. She's got a great guitar solo on this as well, and you know, the vocals, her backing vocals with Steve, it really complements each other. It's a really strong track. I do like that track. Then we got Economies of Scale. Again, it's just how he puts things together. He just seems he knows what he wants, and he does what he wants, and he gets it right, and you just wonder how long it takes him to work these great tracks out. Again, it's got that eerie sound to it, and mystique, an interesting vocal interpretation. It just hooks you in straight away. And I think there's a little bit of that drum machine program in it, but it's really good, and it doesn't sound out of place. Absolutely brilliant little track. Then we get an epic from Steve, and it's called Impossible Tightrope. A fantastic track. At the beginning we get this violin, it's dramatic, the strings come in atmospheric. The drumming on this is good. Throw a great bass line through this. The saxophone is good. And then, as most of these sort of progressive rock tracks, just before the end, it sort of dies down, and in comes that violin again. I love tracks that start gentle, build up, get to the crescendo, and then we just go back into this gentle bit to finish the track off. This is a great track, without a doubt. Then we get Rock Bottom. Great track again. It's ambient, it's sultry, The vocal in it is just amazing. From Niamh. What she said, I don't know where. I haven't heard any of her stuff, but I'm going to look into it. It's absolutely lovely. Then we've got a great track, and I know I've seen a video on YouTube, and even Steve likes this. It's one of his favourites, and it's the fantastic, beautiful Scarecrow. Lots of modern technology in here, used properly. The sound bites. It's just an amazing piece of music. I've listened to this album now under the headphones, which I always do when I listen to a new album, and it blew me away. I sat there at night in bed listening to it. It just takes you off on little daisy dreams. Fantastic little track. Then we get the title track, the Harmony Codex, and I love this. It's 9 minutes. It's one of them tracks. It's got this sort of this keyboard that sort of comes in and out all the way through the track, gentle and eerie, and the spoken word on it sends tingles down your back. Great track, absolutely killer track. Then we have Time Is Running Out. This is quite short for this album. It's only about 4 minutes long. Some nice guitar work on this. The percussion sounds great, well produced as it should be from Steve. Really good track. Actual Brutal Facts comes next. This is the one on the album that I haven't really got into. I like the guitar work on it, and the percussion's a little bit off kilter. This is just me being me, you know, but I'm sure it'll grow on me. But at the moment, it's the one track on the album I'm not quite sure about. I've listened to it a few times just as it on its own, and I'm still sort of getting into it. Staircase, though, I love this. The guitar work at the beginning is so ambient and sounds so gentile. And then the little bit in the middle, you get this lovely bass solo. Sounds like a bass solo. You know, it's the sort of thing you get with Porcupine Tree. This real groovy little bass line. A little bit of speaking work, like in the Harmony Codex. What a strong track to end the album. Okay. Ooh, I do like this album. You know, we don't. It's like Steve Wilson and Porcupine Tree. It's like waiting for a bus. You don't see anything for ages, and two turn up at the same time. So we've had a Porcupine Tree and a Steve Wilson solo within 12 months. I love listening to this. I'm really getting into this album. I've had it on this morning before I recorded this, believe it or not, just to have a listen to it. He's such a talent, one of the biggest talents this country's got. And he seems a down-to-earth person. I must inquire from you and ask you, Mary, what he's like as a person, because he just comes across as this nice sort of ordinary sort of person. But this album, from the moment I put it on, has blown me away. And yes, it will be definitely in the top 10 at the end of the year review. And I'm going to give this an R.T.O ranking of 9.5. That's how much I like it. Anyway, go and have a listen to it if you like your Steve Wilson. I'm sure you'll like it as much as I do. Okay, folks, that's all for this week. I'll be back on Monday. What have we got for you Monday? Well, we got Charlie Watts solo stuff. We got classic album is Pearl Jam's 10, and we've got a birthday top 10. Yeah, it's mine. Yes, it's my birthday on Monday. But as I did the UK last year, I'm doing the US top 10 on the day I was born this year. So that's all coming on Monday. So have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you Monday. Bye for now.